So yesterday we got 3 important announcements from Atlus, and that is we have 3 new Persona spin-off games coming. The first 2 being Persona dancing games, one of them being Persona 3 Dancing Moon Knight, and the other Persona 5 Dancing Star Knight. We don't know a lot about these titles other than that they're coming in spring 2018 and that they are dancing games. It is a bit up in the air right now how these 2 games are going to work, whether they're going to be 2 games in one, or if we are getting 2 standalone titles. Atlus hasn't been entirely specific about how it's going to work, other than we got the 2 titles and the 2 trailers. The other game that got announced was Persona Q2, which we actually know less about, just that on the website it's called Persona Q2, and we have the Take Your Heart logo with a little bit of that Persona Q style in there, so we know it will feature Persona 5 characters. So for the most part, I'm really excited about all these games that are announced. I personally am really excited about Persona 5 Dancing Star Knight, just because I was a huge fan of Persona 4 and Persona 4 Dancing All Night. So Persona 5 Dancing Star Knight, of course, Persona 5 in that same style is going to be fantastic. I'm also excited about the fact it's coming out on PlayStation 4, so I can play it on my big TV instead of my PlayStation Vita TV. Even though I did like playing it on the normal Vita, I just like having those big giant visuals when I can. So you may be thinking, Dustin, why aren't you excited about Persona 3 Dancing Moon Knight? And that's where the point of this video comes in, other than of course just talking about how these games look great, is I actually have never finished Persona 3. And it sucks because I already know a lot about the game, and I've even watched, I think, 2 of the 4 movies, and I really love a lot of things about it. The problem that comes in for me though is that there isn't really a convenient way in my current setup for me to play it. So I actually own the game on PlayStation 3 with the backwards compatibility. But the problem is I really don't keep my PlayStation 3 hooked up anymore, and I actually don't have a PlayStation 3 controller. I've been using my PlayStation 4 DualShock, but it's a big mess. You have to keep it plugged in, and when it's used wirelessly, it doesn't really work right. Overall, it just sucks. So my main question is, why isn't Atlus pushing these over to PS4? Both Persona 3 and Persona 4. And I know instantly some of you are thinking, you know, that takes up dev time. We don't want the dev time to go into remasters or anything like that. We want it to go into new Persona games, and I agree with you. I don't think we need Persona 3 and Persona 4 remasters quite yet. PlayStation 4 already has the PS2 on PS4 backwards compatibility titles, and I feel like this makes perfect sense for Persona 3 and 4. You have a huge new audience of people playing Persona 5 that might be interested now in those 2 previous games. Give them a way to play it and buy it. I understand it's not as easy as drag and drop Persona 3, Persona 4 onto PS4, but in the overall scheme of things, I know that they have to add trophies, but other than that, is there that much work that has to go into it? And even if it does take some work, there are so many potential buyers out there now with the whole new market on Persona 5. It just seems like an easy win for everybody. Of course, the dream would be to get an awesome Persona collection that has Persona 1, 2, 3, Persona 4 Golden. That would be awesome. I would love that. But I feel like we're not asking too much just to get these PlayStation 2 games onto PlayStation 4 with trophies. That would be awesome too. My dream for Persona 3 Dancing Moon Knight and Persona 5 Dancing Star Knight would be that they would get an equal treatment as far as the music as Persona 4 Dancing All Night did. I think Persona 4 Dancing All Night did something really special by having the versions of the songs that you love, but also doing some amazing work with different remixes and re-renditions of those songs as well. I think the main falter though of Persona 4 Dancing All Night was the storyline just felt so much like, I don't want to say fan fiction, but it's felt so non-consequential, and I know that it's a spin-off title, but give me something at least more interesting. Though, let's be honest, even if the story's not that great, I'm probably gonna love it. I loved Persona 4 Dancing All Night. I got the platinum in it. It's great. If you love Persona, then you're definitely going to love Persona 4 Dancing All Night. Check it out. So what do you think about these new Persona spin-off titles? Are you excited, or do you just not even care? I know I'm excited about my best girl, Futaba, getting some dancing in. Let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed hanging out with me, make sure to subscribe to Handsome Phantom and visit handsomephantom.com. See you guys next time.